But here we go. Kirby is anti-auto splitter, anti-live split, but it's fine because we have the IGT in the game that will show us, if you notice, from stage to stage, you will see that the timer will keep counting up. This is one of the many things that we have added to the Speedrunner's Cup mod, also known as Shadow SX. And we are off.
We should probably explain more about more of the differences in Shadow SX versus the original game.
Oh, we will see them, and we'll see one coming up here in about 20 seconds.
The main thing you'll see is that why is Shadow not red? Where's the red Shadow?
Yeah, we got Zeddy using the standard Zeddy blue color.
And we have Kirby using
as you've seen right here.
Pink and blue.
There's no intro. There's no intro cutscene for every character now. You just run into them and it doesn't interrupt your gameplay. It is really cool. We love this feature of SX.
It's just one of the many quality of life improvements SX has made over the original game.
Behold the ultimate power.
Now we're going to see Kirby and Zeddy both here try to stop that, get the light dash, come down here, shoot everything on the way to extend it and get past the end of this loop-de-loop. It's really slow to take the launch there. And they both get it, no problems. Now
Well,
you can
very,
see...
very top runners in this category. They're not going to miss that extremely often.
For sure, for sure.
Exterminate the humans first.
Once I find all of the emeralds, then I'll find the truth.
About a 2-second difference between the two right now?
Yeah. 2-second difference. It is... it's already off to a close race. And this is a title bout, as I have just noticed by reading. Alright, so we have 3 belts up for grabs for Shadow, as far as I'm aware. We've got the predetermined path title bout, which there are 326 possible paths in the game. But as you may know, there are only about 9 paths that we actually do in speedrunning. And these paths are the fastest routes to get to the pure dark, dark, neutral hero, and pure hero endings. And then the other 4 are just all hero missions, or only hero missions, only dark missions. And then for the people with brain damage, such as myself, doing Sonic percent and Chaotix percent. But more than likely, you will see runners challenging in any predetermined path that they have decided ahead of time. The other one is random paths, where they're just coming up on the day, they're going to roll a dice, they're going to see what they get, and, you know, it could be anything. It could be path 4.
It could be like path 72 or something.
Yeah, we don't even know what these paths are.
I don't know, I just know like 30 of them.
Yeah. I only know path 186 is Chaotix. Anyways. As you can see, both very important thing in Shadow is routing chaos control, as both runners have done with the Billy Hatcher gun. They're going to get here, they're going to go past this point. They could have had chaos control a while ago, but doing it right here is the fastest. They are like neck and neck.
You get like multiple different dash ramps, and you get a ton of airtime, and you get a bunch of airtime from the springs as well, so it's just extremely slow to get chaos control anywhere else. And the Billy the Hatcher gun, basically what it does is anything that it can suck up, it just instantly kills them. And anything that is too big for the Billy the Hatcher gun, you cannot do damage to it at all. It's basically, if it one-hit KOs something, it will do it, and if it can't hit anything, well, it's basically useless.
I take orders from no one. I do as I decide.
And here we are. From now on, we'll have to look Actually, so at the end of the stage in SX, you will get the level timer. So we can see that Azuril got a 1 second faster stage time than Zeddy did in that point. Balancing out their times a little bit.
Was that Kirby actually got the weapon of choice that he wanted without having to re-pick it up.
Nice. A way to see them jump and turn around immediately.
Now on the Prison Island Dart, this is a level that Azurillkirby really specializes in. He's really good at this stage.
But if you look in the actual timer spot up top, that is where Kirby's continued time will go and Zeddy's will be down on the auto splitter. Since, thanks to mostly Dream with some help from Zeddy, we have now gotten an auto splitter to work with the game, which is great, and I'm sure Dream is going to have that working for Shadow Reloaded soon enough as well. Really, we would not have all the advancements.
Prison Island from Kirby right now.
Oh yeah, no. Zeddy's up against the monster right now.
Actually, does not get the high SDHJ, but he gets the quick backup. Doesn't lose too much time.
And Zeddy makes up that time by getting it first try.
Prison Island is the fact that you can juggle getting Dark Shadow and Hero Shadow at the exact same time, where when you're done with your Chaos Control, you can now immediately go into Dark Shadow. Both of them, the main power you want to use is Chaos Control, which is building up the hero meter. And you don't want to use the Dark Shadow power at all because it basically acts like an explosive bomb. And it's very slow. It takes like 5 seconds of animation. You just stay still. But the main benefit of using Dark Shadow is you can run on the Acid River without taking damage and using the saucer, and the saucer is extremely slow. And you'll have infinite ammo as well, so you can just mash bullets, and with the Omochao guns bouncing effect, you can just run
Kirby
through.
making up 5 more seconds. Let's go. Now don't blink or you'll miss it. This will be over in a jiff.
Onwards to the Doom. The Doom is the shortest level in the entire game.
Yep, thanks to the satellite laser, you can just shoot a switch that you can't even see. Let's go.
And then you get Chaos Control here, you use Chaos Control, and whoop, we're done.
Yep, there's the end of the stage. 5:16:92, and Zeddy will be trailing behind just a little bit.
Maria, I'm glad that you're safe.
28 seconds versus
And
26.
from
Kirby's
Kirby.
making up more time. It is really impressive to see Kirby at the top of his game still, even though he had being a long break from Shadow.
Yeah,
and only came
back the SX mod and the game being more convenient to run now because we don't need to set up capture cards and set up our consoles and stuff. We've now seen the return and have new people coming into the game.
Unfortunately, this boss sucks, so...
Yeah, relying on lock-on missiles and stuff, not fun.
Don't really understand it. Sometimes you can get it done in 25, sometimes it takes you like 40 seconds. Unless you're bad, like me.
Where the missiles hit and how fast they hit them, hitting all the weapon cockpits early.
And Zeddy makes up a few more seconds on Kirby. This is a very close race, and it's only lap 1.
Onwards to my, personally, one of my favorite levels, if not my favorite level in the run, Air Fleet Hero. The mission of this is actually quite simple. Commit genocide, and by genocide, just you kill 35 black aliens. It's one of the more technique-heavy levels, and it especially makes use of a tech called door tech, where you certain part of the collision, it doesn't make you lose your speed immediately. It just waits a little bit before you actually lose your speed, and if you can get past the door at a certain amount of time, or before that window expires, you can just carry your speed through doors.
I just realized there's not a single level in Neutral Path where you depend on going into the key doors.
Yeah, and one of the main things that SX also does is you don't have to wait for the key doors to open. They just automatically open if you have all 5 keys, which is useful for some levels, like Gun Fortress, Space Gadget, for example. In this category, there's really no levels that actually make benefit of that feature. Just taking a hit there for invincibility frames so you can get past that and skip another section that's really slow. Kirby has been really practicing for this rival battle. Like, he's been doing like every level again, the PB before the race even started, and was doing some races against Zeddy yesterday. And it's really been showing.
I'm pretty sure. Now you've probably noticed that Kirby ran up farther to do chaos control at the last possible second. Meanwhile, Zeddy did it as soon as he had the gauge, and I am fairly certain that it is faster to actually run than to use chaos control. And if you have a clear path ahead of you and you can keep that top speed, it is better to use chaos control at the last possible second. We mainly use chaos control to skip tricky platforming and annoying stuff.
They're literally like 1 second apart from each other. This is crazy.
I'll make you wish you'd never created me.
It looks like, according to the split number of numbers, that this is a 2-lap race.
And the last level before we deal with the very fun boss is Lava Shelter, and specifically Lava Shelter Dark. Doesn't matter which choice you pick on Lava Shelter Hero or Lava Shelter Dark, you'll always fight the same boss. And at which point it's okay which stage is faster, and if you play Dark really well, then Lava Shelter Dark is the faster of the 2 options.
Oh no,
You basically just have to activate
100%.
Eggman Lava Shelter defenses, and the magma will rise up. Stage is quite technical and very fun to watch. It's one of my favorites.
This is the drywall stage.
This is, in fact, the drywall stage. He is a big fan of it. That's
Yeah, now that we have SX, like, I really need to see... I need to see drywall come back and IL this stage again. Although I think they've been very heroes-brained lately.
Yeah, with the chaotic LTS tourney coming up.
I'm pretty sure... I feel like the IL strat would have you getting chaos control as soon as you hit the 3rd defense mechanism. And then you would go straight to the 4th and cancel, hit that, and try to build up enough and launch it again to get to the end. But it is very hard that I don't think anyone does that in story runs. But here's Egg Dealer. You only see him in neutral in the speedrun.
and hero, depending on what you do.
Well, you won't see him in Hero when you do the speedrun because Egg Dealer sucks.
Yeah, no one likes this boss. It's basically the entire gimmick is just a slot machine. I don't know what the developers were cooking.
It's very funny. It's the same boss whether you do dark or hero in neutral.
Very early on.
That's very good for Kirby. He's got a gun. Mash to win. He gets away far enough.
Oh, homing attack not being nice to him. I don't think that's enough. Yeah, it's not enough to get him in that cycle.
And there's the bomb.
He probably mashed it. That's it. 10:45. I think that's next neutral glitchless world record that he just got.
Sorry, Doctor, but this is the end for you.
Okay, yeah, it is. That is neutral glitchless world record for Kirby.
Awesome. Love to see it.
Beat it by 3 seconds. Said he had a pretty good run too at 11:11. Just Kirby just got world record casually in a race.
Love to see it. 11:11, 10:45.
Time to go and fulfill this.
Kirby going straight into Westopolis again.
Yeah, these runners are not waiting around. They are going to immediately get back into it.
They mean business.